Hey everyone, Toronto Ty here. I know that this video is already really long, so I'm going to try to keep this intro as short as I possibly can. First things first, I shot almost an hour's worth of footage at Carowinds, which means that I'm going to be splitting my trip into multiple videos, each one on a different subject. This one is a general review of the park and its rides. Second, when we arrived there on Wednesday evening, I mostly just kept my camera in the locker by Fury 325 while we went around and did rides. And that also includes when we went to Harmony Hall for dinner. So I'm just going to give you a quick little review right now. Tons of great food options, including grab-and-go stuff, lots of Coke Freestyle machines, lots of caches. I think I even saw a bar within the building, which is awesome. Then they've got, large-scale dining tables with benches on either side in order to just give you that family feel, everybody sitting together eating a meal while enjoying live entertainment, which was running even though there was practically nobody in the park that night. Most of the footage then was shot on Thursday morning, which is why it's a lot brighter for some sections than it was for others. And also just wanted to give a huge shout out to the guys over at Carowinds Connection for answering some of my questions and just letting me know what to expect when going to Carowinds for my first time. Thanks so much, and enjoy the video. Hey everybody, Toronto Ty, and I am not in Toronto. I am just outside Charlotte, in the parking lot of Carowinds, and it seems that the lightning scared off quite a few people. But Fury 325 is now testing, which is good. And Intimidator is also testing, which is awesome. So hopefully I can get on Fury 325, Intimidator, Afterburn, and Peanuts Pirates. Woo! Okay, I'm excited. Alright, so here we are, right on the state line, bordering North and South Carolina at Carowinds. I am super excited. This is my first time ever being at Carowinds. And, I mean, I am so excited. And here we are, where the Carolinas come together. We're so glad you're here. Welcome to Carowinds, y'all. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I love this entrance. I love the history plaque here. All the highlights. This is, yeah, just really fantastic. Woo! Let's get started. Okay, so I just got off my first ride on Fury 325, and oh my goodness, this coaster is phenomenal. I can't believe everything about it is great. The speed is fantastic, the twists, the turns, even the airtime on some of those smaller hills are incredible, and oh man, going around the turnaround, heading into the tunnel underpass, oh, you get thrown into the air, like upward out of your seat. I couldn't believe it. That was amazing. I'm gonna go on this thing a few more times before I leave, for sure. Oh, okay. This was good. Okay guys, I just got off my 2 night rides on Fury 325. Incredible. I love this ride. Fantastic. I love the lighting package, the LEDs all the way up the lift hill. And I mean, even just this statue is fantastic. I do like Leviathan's statue fountain a little bit better, but you know, I might be a little prejudiced. The ride itself though, I'm sorry Leviathan, Fury 325 is just too good. It is, oh, it is so much fun, so much It's better than Leviathan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I still love you, Leviathan. And just another look over at the actual entrance to the line. I love the hive theme. I love everything. I mean, the tunnel at night going through there is fantastic. Everything about this ride at night and in general is incredible. Get down here, go on this coaster. Oh, Ricochet is lit up very, very nicely. I don't think I'm gonna go on it just because I don't need another wild mouse on my list. I'm fine. I'm not huge into coaster counts. So this section of the park, what's it called? County Fair. County Fair is definitely a lot brighter than the rest of the park. I do love the theming. I do love all these carnival-style lights all over the place. But yeah, the rest of the park in general is really, really dark. I mean, even this section, it's still not bright. It's just brighter. But you know, I mean, compared to Wonderland, it's just it's so dark. But yeah. So over here we got Rock and Roller, Shake, Rattle, and Roll, classic Himalaya ride right in there, and that's all nicely lit up. I actually really love this section. Here we got the Flying Cobras, which I'm, again, probably not going to go on because, at the very least, with the Bat at Canada's Wonderland, once I've been on that, I basically don't go on anything else for the rest of the night. So yeah, probably not going to get on that. This section I just really wanted to show off at night because, I mean, look at the lights here on the Troika. Can't remember exactly what it's called at the moment. And Electro Spin, their version of Shockwave. Yeah, and I mean, look, like they got like these nice little pigs here surrounding the tree. I love it. I love this whole section. This is great. And I hope that the rest of the park becomes this way because I can't get enough of this. Fantastic. Just get another look here at Electro Spin. It is awesome, all lit up like that. The funnel cake place, all the lettering on it is all glittery, which looks fantastic. Again, all these you know, classic lights hanging over the park, and then they got Do-Si-Do, classic Troika. I love it. I love any Troika. Then over here, they've got the original Whip It, which is actually on old style truck. That would have been something that would have brought the ride around. So here, let's get a closer look. And on our way, you can see the Troika's actually really started up now. Woo! Just fantastic. And let's take a look inside. Woo-hoo. And last but not least, over in the County Fair section, we have their Zephyr ride, which is not open at the moment. That's just because the park is completely dead. And right here is, again, the border of North and South Carolina. They got a nice little sign here pointing out which is which. And by the way, the Troika here is known as Do-Si-Do, so don't at me in the comments. That's what it's called. Woohoo! So after going on Intimidator, I have to say it's a good ride. It's not a great ride. Well, it's a great ride. I mean, it is B&M, which is always fun. I don't care about the theme. And Behemoth, in my opinion, is much better. I do like some of the turns on this, how you end up being sideways for a little bit more, but I miss the proper helix, and Behemoth just has more airtime hills, which is what I want out of a hypercoaster. So, yeah, Behemoth better than Intimidator, but Fury 325, better than Leviathan. Over here, we've got Vortex, which I went on earlier, and as much as I loved Mantis, and Skyrider was amazing, Vortex, I'm not going to be sad if they announce that it's going to be turned into a floorless coaster. I thought that I would be, after being on it. My ears hurt, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to it being a floorless coaster and getting back on it once it is. Nighthawk I will not be doing today because after going on X-Flight at Kings Island, I decided I do not like the Vekoma Flying Dutchman coasters. These are not fun. They are painful. They're not enjoyable. And honestly, I know I'm probably gonna flack for this, but I would take Time Warp over one of these guys. So as I look at one of the Dinosaurs Alive dinosaurs, which is right next to Camp Snoopy, you head right over to Afterburn. And this seems like a good time to say, I think that Carowinds has the absolute worst layout of any theme park or amusement park that I've ever been to. It's so confusing. There's a lot of like mismatched things. It's like, oh wait, okay, now I'm in the kids park and now there's a giant, inverted roller coaster, and then you get back to more of the family rides, and it's just like, but wait, where am I going? And it's just confusing to get from one section of the park to the next. It's like, well, which way am I going? Having said that, Afterburn is incredible. It's not surprising that it's incredible because, I mean, B&M, they do inverted coasters amazingly well. But oh my goodness, this coaster was amazing. I loved it. I loved it. I mean, I've been on Banshee, I've been on Raptor, and I've been on Flight Deck. And there's no question. I mean, B&M just does such a good job with inverted coasters. Oh, I wish that we got one if it weren't for those 2 miles. But, maybe in the future they'll tear out Flight Deck and give us something kind of like this. I would love that. I'm sure that you guys would too. I'm looking at Yo-Yo, and I feel like it's supposed to do something interesting, but I don't know. It just seems like a traditional swing ride. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 3Z Arena. I'm going to get on that in a moment, but before I do, I just wanted to say, they've got blacktop everywhere, and this was a problem that I had at Kings Island as well. We take it for granted at Wonderland. Wonderland has just about everywhere we have interlocking paving stones, and you don't really realize how awesome that is until you've been to some of these other parks, and you just see like the difference. Like, it's so much nicer in terms of looks, in terms of temperature, everything. And then I just wanted to show off. They have a sign here for the recently retired Thunder Road 1976 to 2015, their old racing roller coaster, which did cross the boundaries of North and South Carolina, as many of their coasters do, and they've got some old photos of it as well, which is just a really nice tribute to something that they know that that people are going to miss. So I just got off of Plants vs. Zombies. It's a really interesting ride. The seats move a little bit, but not too much motion. We were on the plant side and we won, which was awesome. You gotta search for the gnomes and shoot those all up. They got a few different stages, and they do have a calibration training section as well before the game really begins. So that's really cool. It's a great little break from the heat. Yeah, it's quite fun, but I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere. So I don't know how popular it is. I haven't seen a line for it at all. Yeah, fun little ride. I wouldn't mind seeing one of these at Wonderland, but you know, it's not like it's amazing. It's fun. So just over here next to their bumper cars, I'm not sure if their bumper cars is actually larger than Crashing Wagons at Canada's Wonderland, or if they just have fewer cars. But it looks like you do have a fair bit more space to move around, which is pretty nice. And they do have a pretty interesting sign here. It says PT Bumper Dodge 'em. So that's kind of cool. A little bit of, you know, just character to a classic Dodge 'em ride. All right, and over here, between their Looping Starship ride, the Chick-fil-A, and Windseeker over there, all by itself basically, is Boo Blasters on Boo Hill, which is styled more as an old house rather than an old mansion. So it's kind of interesting just to see the differences here. Ghost eviction in progress, no trespassing, and they got a nice little side entrance here with the queue all back there rather than having the whole front lawn like at Canada's Wonderland. And it looks like they also have enhanced with 3D glasses. I'm not sure if that's an upgrade, like an upcharge, or if it's just part of the ride. But that sounds really interesting. I don't know that I'm gonna have time to check it out, but we'll see. All right, standing in line for the Carolina Gold Rusher, which is their mine train coaster, and is mentioned on one of the teasers, the one up at Cedar Point, which seems to be referring to teasing our coaster at Wonderland. I really love this old steam engine train here that you get to walk by, and yeah, looking forward to getting on this. It's you know, classic mine coaster. All right, well, I just got off the Carolina Gold Rusher, which is a really fun little mine ride here at Carowinds, and it's really fun. It's nice. It's pretty tiny. I'm typically not a huge fan of dual lift hills on coasters, but I think it works really well here because it's such a, you know, pleasant little kind of family ride. And, you know, I like the trenches that it's got. The trench that it's got in the little bit of a dip into a tunnel. Really great. Nice, family-friendly ride, and yeah, and it's cool to think that, you know, this is mentioned in the teasers for our coaster coming next year, but it's probably just going to be, you know, referencing the mine theme. All right, so I don't have enough time to go on the Carolina Cyclone, but I do really like they've got, you know, the little bit of a face in the sign here. All the signs here have been pretty cool. I like them. Just nice little bits of theming. Gee, this sure looks familiar. Seasons of Cirque. I wonder where I've seen this before. Now, honestly, I love the show at Wonderland, and it makes total sense that they want to send it to some of the other parks. So I'm happy to see that you know, some other people are going to get to enjoy it. But I don't know that it would be quite as good without all the, you know, Canadian background here. I don't have time to check it out. And just leaving the park, just passing by the south entrance. I like the fact that they have, you know, a south entrance in addition to the main entrance, but it doesn't look like it's always open. It doesn't seem like it's open today, but I might be wrong about that. And then they also have a dedicated water park entrance, which is nice. You can enter through the main park, or if you're just going to the water park, you can come in this way. Alright guys, well, that was my first trip to Carowinds. I really hope to be back soon. It's an interesting park. It's got quite a confusing layout, and I really don't like that. But, I mean, some of its coasters are incredible. I love Fury 325. I love Afterburn. Intimidator was okay. Wasn't great. It was just okay. I like Behemoth a lot better. Yeah, I mean, this was great to be able to be here. So thanks for watching. I know that you guys are interested in seeing all my thoughts on all the new stuff that's been going on at Wonderland, and I will be there this weekend as soon as I can. I don't know exactly what day I'll be back, but I will have an update for you as soon as I can. So if you guys can, get down here. This place is fantastic. Their food, like Harmony Hall, is great. And I mean, look at this tunnel here. Look at this tunnel here. It's great. It's fantastic. But I gotta tell you, Wonderland is definitely gonna have it beat next year. Alright, so here on day 2, we managed to squeeze in a few hours here this morning to just finish off the day. This is just going to be my sign-off for the whole video. And yeah, for this week's trivia time though, let me know in the comments below either how many rides at Carowinds have either Carowinds or Carolina in the name. That's the one option. Or the other option is, how many times have I said Carowinds or Carolina throughout this video? I have lost track myself, but I'm going to go back and count to be sure that whoever lets me know in the comments below is giving me an accurate number, and then I will give them a shout out in my next video. So until next time guys, have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to comment down below for anything that you'd like me to cover in the next video. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I post new videos.